The choice of a correct desktop monitor is of essential value as it is the part of our computer that we will have the most contact. There are many companies and models on the market with a wide array of characteristics and performance, but not all of them are suitable for our work. Almost from the beginning of the new millennium, the most popular type of monitor is the LCD. It's manufactured in various sizes with small weight and less energy consumption than the monitors of the previous generations. The dimensions of a monitor are measured in inches with a range that is so wide that I'm really not going to bother myself to even mention. For our use, the ideal value is between 22 to 24 inches, practical and economical dimensions without taking too much space on our desk. Of course, the user always has the final word on it. One of the elements that we need to look out for on the monitor is the type of its panel. We will summarize briefly that there are specific panel types whose names are based on their manufacturing process. We have, for example, twisted pneumatic and vertical alignment, with the in-plane switching being the most popular quality-wise and also most suitable for our work, due to its good color presentation and its wide viewing angle. Connection type refers to the way a monitor connects to the desktop. The most popular types from older to newer are VGA, DVI, HDMI, DisplayPort. A note regarding VGA that it's an analog type of connection that tends to be left out nowadays from newer monitors and graphic cards due to its age. All other connection types mentioned transfer digital signals. For a maximum performance, prefer display or HDMI because of their larger bandwidth of data. The aspect ratio of a monitor represents its shape. It consists of two numbers, one for every axis, horizontal to vertical. It is within this ratio that the operational resolution of a monitor exists. For example, an 16 by 9 monitor may produce normally 1366 by 768 or 1920 by 1080 pixels resolution amongst others. While 16 by 9 is the most popular ratio nowadays, I have to say that I'm satisfied with a 16 by 10 ratio, as I believe that it offers a more complete coverage on the optical part. Color depth defines the maximum value of a color that a monitor is capable of visualizing. More than often, most of the monitors are capable of displaying up to 16.7 million of colors, based on their color depth measured in bits. In this case, 16.7 million colors refers to 8-bit or 6-bit plus FRC, a kind of an emulation. There are monitors of less color depth, 6-bit, which are not interesting for the type of work we need, and there are monitors with a larger color depth, 10-bit or 8-bit plus FRC, that correspond to a palette of 1.07 billion colors, allowing to make of wider color space like Adobe RGB. These monitors are the most ideal for our work. Unfortunately, their cost is high as to pose the question if it is essential enough to buy one. In case we go for such an option, make sure to keep in mind some details. As we mentioned, the cost that is much higher compared to that of most monitors. To offer a coverage of 100% or more when it comes to sRGB color space and at least of 96% and up on Adobe RGB, which is essential for our type of work. Color spaces are found not only in monitors but also in other devices such as scanners, printers, as well as cameras. More on that though on another episode. Of course, it's difficult to achieve an ideal combination of all of the above, with a balance between quality and value. From there on, there are secondary characteristics that are left on the user's choice. Peripherals are external devices that connect to our computer and offer enhanced interaction to the user. Let us view some of the most relevant for our work. The Digitizer, also known as a graphics or pen tablet, it comes in two categories, with a monitor or not. The first category, which is the most expensive, offers some models that do not require any connection to a computer since they have it built in. Any differences between the models in terms of monitors, aside from the size, have to do with additional color coverage, practically meaning an additional cost, which is, in my opinion, is not worthy if we already have a good monitor on our computer. The second category offers less in terms of cost with the same performance and characteristics. A common trait in both categories are the pressure levels, with over 1024 levels being more than adequate. Aside from that, models may have various extras like wireless connection, touchpad, smart keys, etc. It's the device that allows to transfer or digitize our paper sketch in a digital form with the use of a respective application. There are many companies and models to choose from with good characteristics and cost. By far the most common peripheral on most computers comes in a very wide array of models with many different characteristics and respective costs. The characteristics of a printer may vary from print resolutions and quality to technology used. Though an invaluable tool to have as an idea on how a sketch will look in a printed form, it is not advised for professional use or any final form print. It is better to look for a professional printing center instead, where better quality print can be produced with a logical cost. It is a device which can be used to calibrate a monitor in order to achieve better color quality, providing a better match between the colors of our sketch that we see on our monitor and later on the printed version. In this chapter, we mentioned some of the most common peripherals associated with comics. Anything else would be excessive. However, we could afford to give a little attention to the humble keyboard. A good ergonomic keyboard could very well provide some comfort and protection to our wrists, specifically when writing a script. In general, one should try to find some things that may help to increase productivity. There are many companies and stores that sell pre-built computers based on categories, usually entry, standard, gaming, extreme, with characteristics relevant to the cost. Though it is possible to find in these offers characteristics that are close to our suggestions, it is also probable that some other components are either non-compatible or you will have paid more for something that you would have bought cheaper from elsewhere, which is not necessarily bad, but we also try to keep a budget. In general, building a productive unit may be costly if someone does not have the necessary technical skills. Thankfully, there are many stores with specialists who can help you with a proper setup. Laptops have evolved a lot the past years, and this growth probably will continue, resulting in their use as a replacement of a desktop computer. The ease of transport is another strong point, but their inability to receive the upgrades a desktop computer may have in parts, along with their higher cost, makes them a not attractive solution. That does not mean that they are not suited for a series of other tasks, such as writing. Wrapping up for now, we would like to focus on the following. It is you that have the final word in any case to make your own selection that will make you feel comfortable with the use you will be doing. No matter how good a computer is, like any other tool, it will not make you a better artist, but it will enhance your performance. Thanks for watching. We await you on the next episode. Looking forward for your comments, like and subscribe.